welcome into the channel. I hope you guys are doing great. Let's go ahead and get our takeaway for this read. Y'all, it's my intention that this reading serve your highest and greatest good, as well as the highest and greatest good of the Most High God. Okay, I'm gonna, well, no, okay, hold on. Too many. If it was the one, I would have took it as our takeaway. But make sure you guys stay till the end, because I'm going to read this card at the end so you get the full message. Okay, it's my intention that this reading serve your highest and greatest good and the highest and greatest good of the Most High God. So we have our takeaway here is Sav Poluti. 741 hertz is what's being recommended for optimal healing at this time. I'm hearing healing and recovery. Okay, so there's that. Some of you guys could have recently had some type of surgery or procedure done, could have given birth or something like that. Okay, recovery is in order, or being, I'm hearing it's what the doctor ordered. Okay, the title of this read is The Crossroads of Truth, a divine call to stand in the light. You guys are about to be called to stand in truth. Y'all, it already happened for me, so I know it's going to happen for y'all, or it may have already happened, and maybe you didn't realize that's what was going on. But God designed you for a time such as this, when it's easier to cower away. You were designed to face and shatter the illusions head on. Twin flame, soul partner, eternal connection. Beautiful card. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. Okay, so we got that twin flames energy coming through, which is you versus you, me versus me. Okay, we got that tiger there. Tiger vibes could be significant. Y'all may have the animal totem of the tiger following you at this time as your animal spiritual guide. Okay, but anyway, so when you guys are called to stand in this truth, it may feel uncomfortable at first to have to speak the truth or stand in the truth when you could stay in the shade of the lie. Okay, I'm telling you. I want to explain. I'm going to explain it. Let me step away from the note for a second. So I had a moment where my light and shadow side went to had a little battle. They went to war. Okay, but it was so short. It lived. It was so short lived. Okay, but somebody put me in a position to hold a lie for them, and it's like, I knew I was going through initiation, because I could have stood in the lie. I could have held that lie for them. But you're making me test my what is the word? Give me that word, Spirit. Not my dignity, but integrity. They were making me test my integrity within myself, right? Like, am I gonna honor my truth? Am I gonna honor the truth? Because that's all that matters, is the truth, not my truth, not your truth, not their truth or their lie or my lie or whatever, but the truth. And that's when my shadow and my light self faced off. Okay. Ooh, faced off. There's a face off coming. Okay. But that's when the face off happened for me. It was like, okay, someone's asking me to lie for them. They want me to stand in this lie. And in order for me to do that, that means that I would have to deny my own integrity. That means I'm denying my own self, my own truth, the truth. And it just didn't rock with me like that. So I told it, okay, call me a snitch. I don't care. Okay. But I knew in that moment what God was asking me to do, because I seen it. I meditated on the energy, and it was like, God was like, all right, well, if you stand in your light, you be standing in the truth. But if you stand in that shadow, then you're feeding your shadow self, which you've already overcame all of that. So are you regressing? I'm like, I'm not regressing. You're not gonna make me regress. I done did too much work to progress, right? To progress. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I made a clear, conscious decision to stand in the truth, and I spoke it. I didn't care about who was going to be affected by it. I didn't care about who feelings I was going to hurt, who felt betrayed. I didn't care about none of that, because I stood on and 10 toes down in it, but on the truth, right? So you guys could be called, or notice that you guys are put in positions like that, where one person wants you to lie about something that they, have going on. They want you to be a part of it. But you have to remember that within that, that's where the accountability comes from the self, is because God holds us accountable individually. All right. Whether it's their lie or not, if you're holding the lie, and you're sitting on the lie and somebody wants you to repeat the lie, that's when you become accountable in that moment. Okay. And so I took all my power back. I was like, nah, y'all not going to bring me that, because that's not my karma to bear. And that's the other thing. When you stand in the lie for someone else, you take on their karma. You then become a part of their tower. Okay. So keep that in mind when you guys are dealing with friends and family and whoever else. When they want you to lie about something, you know, you guys are going against your own integrity. You're going to have a face off with self. Okay. You're choosing in that moment. You're going to choose your shadow side, or you're going to choose your light side. Now we need both of them to balance and be, you know, as whole as we need to be, but it's to keep it in balance. Okay. So I make sure my shadow side knows it don't control me. My ego don't run me, because I've already overcame and tamed that beast. Okay. So no, you're going to submit to me. I'm the Godhead, not my ego, not my shadow. Okay. And so that's a part of you taking your power back and standing in your power. Okay. Remember, the light rules the darkness. Okay. So no matter how y'all want to play it with standing in your shadow and having balance and doing that and whatever, remember, the light rules the darkness. So what are you being ruled by? I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. So back to the message. Yes, God was testing me. Okay. He was testing me. He was initiating me to see if I would be ready, to see if I was worthy for the next task that lies ahead. Now, he called you guys. All right. He called you, and it woke you from this time where you would stand in between the forces of light and the forces of darkness, and you would have to choose a side. Okay, no gray area, no straddling the fence, just pure choice. Okay, so your path, you guys, your path will depend on it. Okay, your assignment requires it. Your purpose is attuned for it. So depending on what you choose, God is granting your way forward based off of that choice. Okay, sacred breath and sound, life force communication, and then we have innovation, new creations. Okay, and this may feel new. That's what I'm saying. It may be uncomfortable at first, because you like, dang, I gotta betray this person because I'm gonna tell, you know, that they lied, or I'm gonna say this and that. But stay true to yourself. Okay, but we got innovation here. Okay, something new is coming in. All right. Okay, let's see now. To grant something, because let's break it down, because I said that what we say here, depending on what you choose, God is going to be granting your way forward. So to grant something for someone, it means to approve, to affirm, to confirm, to accept, to give, to admit, or to allow. Now the choice is yours, right? The path is made ready, it's made accessible, it's open, but what will you choose? This message, it carries the vibration of divine crossroads, okay? A moment of sacred decision where illusion and truth stand face to face, all right? That light and shadow aspect of yourself facing off, all right? You guys are being shown that truth is not always comfortable, but it is always clarifying. Healing earth, the power to give and receive, okay? And we got sacred purpose, eternal flame, ancestral legacy, all right? Some of y'all ancestors put y'all here to stand in this very moment, okay? But anyway, the light of truth exposes what was once hidden, but it also liberates what was bound. To stand in that light means stepping fully into the purpose God crafted within you before time began, to be a vessel of divine discernment in an age of deception. Now, God's test is not to punish, it's activation, a confirmation of readiness. The discomfort that you feel is the old skin shedding, making room for the garment of spiritual authority that comes with walking in truth. The phrase, no gray area, this means that neutrality will no longer protect you. You guys are being refined to speak truth even when silence seems safer. You are being called to one of those who light the path for others, who have lost sight of what's real. Okay? Now, when God grants you your way forward, it is both a divine endorsement and a release, a key turning and a lock of destiny. Your affirmation for this read, you guys, is I choose truth even when it shakes me. I choose light even when it exposes me. Okay? Oh, we got a lot that came out. I'm not going to take all of these. That's too many cards for this to be the end of the reading. But I choose God's way even when it tests me. For my purpose is anchored in divine truth. Okay? This has been your guys' read. At the bottom of the deck, we have friendship. Yeah. But make sure you guys are loyal to yourself first. Put yourselves first, even before these friendships. It says support, fun, unity, and play. Okay? All right, let's read our takeaway. And it's the number 19. Someone's birthday could be January 9th or September 1st. Okay, you could be a life path number 10. You could have a 10-year-old, or your birthday could be on the 10th. All right. Okay, 19. Let's see. 10-10 energy could be significant. I'm telling y'all, when you stand in this truth right here, through this face off, it's definitely going to be a 10-10 energy, because it's going to shut down. It's going to shut down a previous. It's going to shut down a previous illusion. Okay. Now, tune into your heart, and you will be able to find your way through any negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to regular practices that help you connect to your light, your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. I cannot make this up, y'all. Did you hear what I just said? Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and your mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring joy to your heart. It is appropriate for you to desire your own personal and sacred space and access it daily. All right, you guys. Y'all got y'all confirmation from the takeaway, from what I said in the reading, okay? So prepare for this face-off, or if you've already passed this initiation, let me snap it up for you, okay? All right, let's clock that tea, honey. I hope you guys enjoyed this read, and my loves, I will see you guys in the next one.